and make the group of the students there. Right?
Okay. So the project, like Mr. Inderjit said, is obviously business minded. This might be a challenge a little bit for students that are not, they don't have business, but there is an example, there is a link, a useful link that I gave, and I just want you guys to let them know that they shouldn't worry too much. We don't expect them to be as good as the business students with the business part, so they should, you know, just do their best, don't worry about that, and focus more on the respective part. For example, if they're a science class, more on the science. And also for your respective subjects, you know, we leave it totally, entirely to you to decide, and preferably to tie it with the main theme, which obviously in this case is specific challenges that entrepreneurs have when setting up different types of businesses like e-commerce, like hospitality. It might be a little bit challenging, but that's why I decided not to give any more guidelines. First, I don't know about your subject, but I'm sure if you think a little bit about it, you can find something useful that you can connect in terms of, let's say, maths, accounting might be a little bit easier, maybe with some other subject might be a little bit more difficult to connect it with the business team, but any suggestions we're open for any suggestions, especially for your respective subject. I mean, that's about it. I will present the subjects. If you have any more questions, please let me know right now. I already uploaded the draft. It's still a draft, right? So I haven't filled in. I had already some questions where for subjects it says for maths, for example, curious, English, self-discipline. Just disregard that. Write whatever you guys feel comfortable with your respective subject.
I just want to add a few things that our time is very short. The Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3 projects is being introduced, disseminated to the students last week. So the Sec 4 is a bit, you know, kind of a bit, you know, running out of time. So as much as possible, we want to, you know, disseminate this information, this project outline to the students as soon as possible. So as much as you can, try and work with the business department and, you know, introduce this project by today.
And if I can just add more thing, for your part, just make it simple, right? We don't need to make it more difficult than it sounds. Just
Yes, sir, you have something to say?
All right, so when we do our respective project, who are they turning that into? Are we grading it, or are they making a board, or what?
For each subject, we're expecting each subject creating their own rubrics.
Okay.
So, yeah, it may be, you know, it will be, you know, one full, you know, project, but they would have to have a, you know, science approach there, you know, business approach, and mathematics. So it depends on each subject with their own rubrics.
So can we ask some teachers to volunteer, right, for Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3, where they can help us with the grouping?
I've got Sec 4 now, science 1 and 2, so I can make groups for my class.
But you must be sharing the class with some other teacher, right? It's a
Geography.
It's a global perspective, right?
Yes.
And geography.
Sir, I think homeroom teachers can do that because
Yes,
they
you
are
can do
all
that.
sharing.
Yeah, I think we leave it to the homeroom teachers to do it. But do we have all the homeroom teachers here for Sec 4?
Homeroom Sec 4.
I think so, yes,
4S1?
yes.
4S1?
4S2.
4S2?
Science 3.
4 Science 3?
4S2?
4S2.
4S2? Who's S1?
Voice on.
4S1.
Alright,
So we need your help to make the groups, right?
I have, sorry, one question, even though I'm like, are students from science classes, for example, expected to do the full part of the business studies?
No, they have their own projects.
Okay.
You see, there is a separate requirement for every subject.
Yeah.
The science teachers will come up with their own requirement. Mathematics will come up with their own requirement. I think he has already put the file on the Google Doc, so we request you to go through it and put in your requirements. Right? Like I remember I did it for JC2. The JC2 project was initiated by science, right? I'm an accounting teacher. I somehow try to link it to the project, right? And I could. I mean, I didn't find any difficulty in doing that. right? Similarly, the business teacher, economics teacher, they all have done that. So likewise, we expect the teachers to come up and fill the required things there. Right, sir? Okay, thank you very much. In case of any problem, we can have a quick discussion here. Alex is here, you can come to me, Mr. Surya is here.
So the homeroom teachers are gonna give the groups now?
Yes.
So
Yes.
they're gonna do it, they'll already have their group.
Yeah, right.
For